Welcome to Brony Breakdown, Season 2, Episode 16!
Yeah.
I'm your host, Tommy Oliver, and I'm here with someone who's better than me.
No, I'm definitely not better than you.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm Paleo. Hi.
And we're here with Saber Sparks' ghost. He won't be saying anything.
Yeah. Saber can't be
here.
with us. He will?
No, in spirit.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Saber won't be here tonight because his computer busted this morning. So.
And that's why you always buy a Macintosh, kids.
I beg to differ.
I was just waiting to see what you'd say to that.
I hate the Macs at schools. Or at my school, that is.
But they do this! They do the wow!
Yeah, but ours randomly shut off.
Reason number 2.
It's terrible.
Look what I can do. I don't think... Oh, no. He's got a point. Uh-oh, I've started a fight in the comments. They have terrible mouse settings. Yo, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, we're here to not talk about Macs, even though I probably could for a while. We're talking about horses that are animated in Canada.
Yeah.
Before we do that, Paleo, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I went to go see the 300 sidequel this weekend. Yeah, sidequel. It's not a sequel. It's not really a prequel. It's a sidequel.
Okay. How's that?
It was pretty good. Critics don't really like it, but who cares? Right?
Yeah, fuck critics. Who listens to them? A bunch of assholes.
But yeah, it's just mindless action, but Eva Green plays Artemisia in it, and there's also a sex scene in it. A sex fight scene.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Like the protagonist and the antagonist are having sex, and they're also fighting at the same time. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's revolutionary! How's that work?
Well, the thing is that Artemisia was trying to be diplomatic and invited Themistocles, the protagonist, over to her ship to talk things out, but instead they have sex and they fight for dominance while they're doing it. And there's this one point where she grabs Themistocles towards her and says, "Join me," and he's like, "No." and then, they stop, and she calls the guards to take him out.
That's interesting. Interesting. Sounds like 300. Anyways, what else did you do besides see a weird movie?
Not much really.
Alright, well fine then. My week was cool. I did a lot of sleeping. I kept falling asleep this week. But I started reading a bunch of books, real books again, which is weird because I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, I know, fucking real books. Who does that?
Not fan fiction?
I know, right? Read something that didn't have horses in it. It was really weird. I was like, what do you mean hands? I started reading a book, the Elric Saga. Came out in the early 70s, pretty well known. The first one's just called Elric of Melnibone, which I read, and I'm reading the second one, which is Sailor on the Seas of Fate. And they're pretty solid. The writing style is actually rather simplistic, which is interesting because I thought it was going to be really just flowery and in-depth. But the writing style was pretty terse, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it was very much brevity. I don't know how to what's the brev? I don't know what the other version of that word would be.
What, it's brief?
I guess, brief. It was really simple, but the story was really cool, so I'm digging them. And after that, I want to read the Sparhawk series by David Eddings, and then I think I'm going to check out either the Fire and Ice series by George R.R. Martin, I think his name is, fucking Game of Thrones. Or I'll finally get around to actually reading Lord of the Rings, legit, and not just watch the movie like a scrub. So I'm definitely, getting a fantasy itch right now, so I'm going to try and sate it with a bunch of books, and, maybe pick up a trick or two for my own writing. Because I found this really cool site. I forget what it's called.
What?
Look it up. There's a site that's like Kickstarter for authors, and you can pitch your book idea, and if it gets funded, the site will actually help you edit and publish your novel.
Well, really?
Yeah. So I was like, man, it's a beast, so I gotta check it out and get more info, because I don't really know how it works, but it's called Inkshares. And it says, well, actually, I can just probably bring it up, right? Because I have a live stream. I'm just gonna read you off it. That's lame. Let's do this for real. I'll probably find out that it's some scam. I'm like, everyone knows it's a scam right now. But whatever. Inkshares. I'm just gonna like waste a ton of time so you don't have a lot of content. We have time to do this. We have time to
Yeah, we definitely have time.
Yeah, so crowdfunded publishing. Inkshares, which is pretty cool. So it's a mix of it says it's a cross between traditional book publishers and crowdfunding platform. Inkshares takes a more active role in its creators' projects than other crowdfunding platforms. Similar to Kickstarter, authors pitch their projects and raise money, but after the work is completed, Inkshares steps in and helps with editing, production, and distribution. It also offers higher royalties than traditional publishers to the tune of 70% for a full-length novel. So I'm just like, damn, that's intense. So I think my next writing project is Trixie, and it's going to be 15 chapters, so it's going to be really super long. But after that's done, I think I'm going to start working on an original novel, and I'm going to kind of look into this platform and see if I can leverage it, because that'd be pretty fun. So, yeah, that's cool. Other than that, I've just been doing a lot of work on getting my YouTube channel going and restructured, because I'm going to start reformatting everything. I'm going to redesign my OC, redesign all the graphics, add a bunch of new programming to it that I haven't done before, and I'm not going to go too in depth with what I'm planning, but I am looking into using After Effects a lot. So
Nice.
I'm currently trying to teach myself After Effects.
Yeah, I'm going to try to learn some of that over the summer.
So yeah, I've been busy when I'm not sleeping.
So let's go to news.
Alright, what's going on in the world of news today?
Well, there's one thing that is a big thing that happened in the past week is there was a kid at a school, Grayson, who was being bullied for having a My Little Pony backpack.
Right.
The school solution was to have him not wear the backpack anymore, instead of talking to the bullies.
Which is bullcrap.
Yeah,
Backwards and broken.
And apparently Glenn Beck is a supporter for Grayson, which is very odd because it's Glenn Beck, like a huge conservative, figure.
Yeah.
So it's just really odd to see that.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised when I heard that happened, but hey, weirder things have happened, I guess. So yeah, there's been like this huge kind of outcry and just like international support for this kid because obviously the decision's completely bullcrap. I mean, even Tara Strong was tweeting about it. And she was like, man, if kids are bullying someone over like their like weird nose, you're gonna tell them to not bring their nose to school or something, or get like a nose job? Just like, what a load of crap. So yeah, it's been getting a lot of attention, and I guess like just today, the school announced that they're reversing their decision or supporting him now, and just like, oh yeah, we're totally like supportive of expression and all that, and like pulling like a 180.
Yeah.
So the attention got the correct results, but it's just kind of sad that it was even a decision in the first place. But hey, it worked out, so all's well that ends well.
Yeah, all's well that ends well.
Oh, you're funny. I was waiting for that. I was like, he's gonna fucking do the goddamn thing. Oh, this was cool. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Next figures from Funko, Applejack and Big Mac, and look at that AJ sporting the hat, looking like a pro, not like garbage. I approve.
Yeah, I know that Hirasashi's gonna want that.
She's gonna kiss Rarity when Rarity comes out. I'm just saying that. That's what's gonna happen at my house. I mean, it looks really show accurate, and I can't wait to see it finished. Also, Big Mac.
Yeah.
Big Mac looks like a beast too. I don't know, Funko doing their job, making these awesome figures, awesome sculpts. Hasbro, take notes. They won't do it. But that's okay. I don't want to give Hasbro my money directly anyway. So yeah, not really much to say about that other than, hey look, it's a thing.
Yep. And here's another, hey look, it's a thing.
Hey look, it's another thing. It's a so much better thing. So, We Love Fine took KP Shadow Squirrel's 3D rendering of Trixie and made a vinyl figure out of it. And it looks dope as all hell because that 3D render was super beast mode. And they did it. And so it's a pre-order. It's not coming out until July. But of course, I pre-ordered it instantly because, yeah. So that's what it's based on, KP Shadow Squirrel's.
Let's see, only 2,400 available this time around, and in the second editions. Oh, so that means there's only going to be 4,800 of these things?
I guess so.
Hmm.
So that's when I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting all new shit. So, yeah. I approve. The other thing I wish that they had done with this is they had added like some sort of detail for like the glow on her hoof, because that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Or like some.
Or if it lit up.
Yeah, or if added more detail to the rune. But whatever, I'm not picky. Okay, I am picky, but I'm not gonna hold it against them. But yeah, beast mode, love it, ordered it. Gonna be sick. Anything else for news that we forgot to mention?
I don't think so.
Hasbro is advertising Equestria Girls 2 Rainbow Rocks on my channel, and it makes me
mad.
mad.
Yeah, they are doing that. They're also
assholes.
making money off of your channel.
I know, what a bunch of jerks. So obviously they don't watch my content, otherwise they would know that I spent 50 minutes putting their previous film on blast. So either they have a really dickish sense of humor, or they just don't pay attention to what they're buying their advertising money for.
Yeah, they probably don't. They
don't
probably
pay don't. They don't give a shit. They're just like, ponies? He must love everything we do. Whatever. Whatever! Maybe I'll be wrong, and the second film will be really good. Man, I hope it's good.
I'm probably going to like it more than the first one, just because I have a thing for rock bands, so just on that fact alone.
I mean, they're making it a franchise. If they're going to make it a franchise, they could at least make it a good franchise. Please, Hasbro, make it a good franchise. Have this be like the pony version of Wrath of Khan. Just have the second outing be like fantastically good. Please. Please.
Please.
Please. Please don't suck. We'll see, though. Alright, so I think that's all for news.
Yep.
Let's move on to our incredibly not a lot of content.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot that I found this week.
I was too busy learning to look at content this week. Is the transition still going on?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. New Horizon by Elimonsi and Samyang. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. The picture of Celestia is fantastic, I will say. First observation.
Yeah, who did that?
God.
I feel it was my fault.
Apparently it was My Little Sheepy.
Indeed.
I was not watching you. Your darkest dreams inside were miles away from my opened eyes. I thought I knew all the words. I thought I knew everything. I thought I knew you. But everything everything's just gone wrong. The world is no longer a song. All because I never knew. I know there's a part of you left, longing to be back with me. But I think you need your time away from me. So I'll give you a new horizon. So far away from home, I do know. You've given up on yourself, changed to a different life, just to bring me strife. So give you a new horizon.
I think we stop there. Ellie Monty's always fantastic. She has such good range, such powerful vocals. So, if you guys aren't subscribed to Ellie Monty, you should subscribe to Ellie Monty. Do it.
Do it.
Do it now. Alright, what do we got next? What do we got next? What do we got next?
Get Your Hooves Up by Taps.
I'm down. Alright, hold on a sec. This is the only other song this week because Paleo didn't do his homework. Alright, it's just gonna go, I guess. Watch player doesn't like me. It keeps like skipping like till 7 seconds into the song, just starts playing.
What?
Yeah,
That's so weird.
I don't like it. Chrome's being a little pain in the ass. Alright, anyways, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Get your hooves up, every pony, stop. Stop, every pony, stop. Stop, every pony, stop. Stop, every pony, stop. Get your hooves up, party starting out right now. Every pony, get down. Time to make a wish, better make it right now. It's been a year and today is your birthday party. It's your birthday party. Party starting out right now. Every pony, get down. Time to make a wish, better make it right now. It's been a year and today is your birthday party. It's your birthday. It's your birthday party. It's your birthday. It's your
I think it's good.
Yeah.
So that's Get Your Hooves Up, remixed by Taps. Not Tombstone, chat. By Taps. So,
So, the point where Pinky was saying, get your, I thought she was saying Skechers.
oh my god, Skechers.
Yeah.
Paleo, what's wrong with you? Product placement in a pony song. The only product placement in a pony song is a fucking ponies. They are a product placement. Dun, dun. Alright, anyways. So those are the only 2 tracks we have this
Yep.
week. We're moving on to videos. The first one is from our friend Bevids, and it's macaroni time. Flash, will you behave for me this time?
No.
Every teenager is
correct.
217.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sad.
Wow, it just nearly is obnoxious. I hate it. I don't like it. Anyways, I'm going to try and go back to the beginning and see if it actually works. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Every teenager is 217. Well, I'm sad. I get in my pot. I stared out the window and I'm like, It's macaroni
That seems like a very Pinkie Pie thing to do. To be completely honest.
Man, the faces he chose for the lip syncing on that are great.
Kind of flawless. Bevids, you always make good shit. And Macaroni Time is no exception. So that was Macaroni Time by Bevids. And he's awesome. Go subscribe to him. Is Bevids going to MLPMSP?
Yes.
Bevids is going to MLPMSP, a great convention happening in the beginning of June in comfortable Minnesota. Minneapolis, Minnesota. I know where I'm going in a few months. Do you? I'm going to Minneapolis, Minnesota for MLPMSP, the newest My Little Pony convention run by the Everfree Network's Final Draft, among other people. Guests include Living Tombstone, TV Pony, Bevids, Paleo Steno, Saber Spark, and some loser named Tommy Oliver. We'll all be there for your entertainment at MLPMSP in convenient Minnesota. Be there or be unincluded. Alright, Draft, you owe me money. Anyways.
Wow, I thought we already had a promo on the list.
There isn't enough. All the more promos. Alright, next is Alicornation. This is by Crown Prince. Flash. What should I say?
We're here
Right.
broadcasting
Whoa.
live from
Whoa.
Counterlock Castle at
Whoa.
Princess
What?
You should look at the stream. It just decided, like, just to shift the video over a little bit.
Wow, it did.
It's
What the
just
hell?
Like, no, we're done. I'm just gonna have to move this. Alright, okay. Alright, well, Paleo, you ready?
Yep.
I'm not. Alright, now I'm ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're here broadcasting live from Counterlock Castle at Princess Twilight Sparkle's Alicoronation. The princess has just received her crown and is coming out to the balcony. She's waving to the crowd and... Oh! Well... Isn't live TV great?
Yep.
That's a Twilight thing to do. Crown Prince is fantastic. Her art style is amazing.
By the way, what is up with their player? That's not the YouTube player.
It's not the YouTube player. It's YouTube's HTML5 player, because I was like, well, maybe Flash is...
What?
Yeah. It's the HTML5 player.
Huh.
I have a plugin that lets me automatically switch to HTML5 and download at any resolution that I want.
Huh.
So I can just steal this video from Crown Prince right now and upload it to my own channel and just scribble out her name and be like, I made this! But I won't do that because I just told everybody, so they don't know. Anyways. Next is, do you like conventions? Do you want to go to a convention? Well then, do we have the convention for you? We're going to have our friend Jay Holler tell you all about the convention. Because convention. Alright, it keeps, even though HTML5 players are behaving, so Chrome's just being a butt. Anyways, you ready, Paleo?
Yep.
Convention! 3, 2, 1, go. go to MLPMSP. More details at MLPMSP.com. MLPMSP. It's going to be ponyrific.
Well,
But seriously, what other convention can you go to, watch Brony Breakdown live, and then go throw tomatoes at M.A. Larson for giving your favorite pony wings? I tell you what convention you can do that at. MLPMSP, located in convenient Minnesota. Come have fun with us. Throw tomatoes at M.A. Larson. Blame him for all your problems. He'll be there. You can do it in person. It'll be fun. MLPMSP. More details at MLPMSP.com.
Are you done?
Well, we have a lot of time, so I figure I could just like keep the advertisement going as long as you know, because we don't have any more content.
I know. But I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
No, it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a panel there, hopefully, where I'll do a Q&A style panel like me and Digi did at BronyCon, and then we're gonna have Brony Breakdown panel, and then you and Saber are gonna do a documentary panel, right? Or is that part of the Brony Breakdown panel? Is it separate?
No, it's separate.
So they're gonna have a whole panel for the Brony Chronicles Part 2, which you guys can all look at. And then didn't Saber say he wanted to do a
Whose line? Well, I'm not sure if he submitted it yet. He better submit it. If
he probably hasn't, considering he has no computer.
I'm not gonna be a part of that one though.
So,
but
no, I can't
anyway,
do that. But that'll be there. These are all fun things you can do at MLPMSP. Get your tickets now. Do it. Okay. So that's all for content. Don't want to know about discussion of the episode. Don't know about discussion of the episode. We didn't do that.
Oh shit.
You want to know why we didn't discuss the episode?
Forgot.
Because we completely agree about it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We don't have anything to fight about this week.
Yeah.
What we'll do is you can get back from whatever it is you're about to go do, because I know you're going to get up and do something.
No, actually I'm not.
Oh, so we can just talk about the episode now, and then you can stitch it into the beginning, so it looks like we didn't fuck up.
No, I'm gonna keep it at the end.
You're not going to abuse the magic of editing?
Nah.
Editing is magic. You're just lazy. Alright, so while people are asking questions, let's talk about Mod Pie.
Yeah.
Paleo, what'd you think of Mod Pie?
Well, conveniently, that's a question that was asked.
Well, Paleo, what'd you think of Mod Pie?
It was very eh.
It was very eh. Did you know that if you say Mod Pie is eh, and you don't like Mod Pie the character, you get hated? Did you know that everyone in the chat hates us right now? Because we said
Really?
that?
Oh.
It's true. No, but I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was alright. So, people like Mod Pie. Some people don't like Mod Pie. I don't know. I thought the moral was wonky. I think they missed a lot of opportunities to make a really cool moral.
Yeah, I talked about that on Twitter after I saw the episode on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
Talked about it in my original video. Talked about it again in the video I just released today, the follow-up, where I went into more detail about that because people were asking about it. So I went into more detail about what I thought about the moral, which wasn't my main point of contention with it. Mod was cool, but I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of the dry humor, I guess. I didn't think she was like super amazing, but she wasn't horrible. Yeah, it was kind of okay.
Yeah.
I've already said everything I really need to say about it. We have nothing to fight about, so we're just like,
Dude, okay. Oh, I think this is a question from last week, but I'm not sure if it is, because...
If you want to hear us talk about more episodes, you should come to MLPMSP, located in convenient Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll all be there. We'll have a live show at Brony Breakdown where you can talk about any episode you want, live, in front of your face.
Or go to Tom's analysis panel and...
Or go to my analysis panel, ask me questions about why Mod isn't my favorite pony ever. and I'll tell you why. Again. So, come to MLPMSP in convenient Minneapolis, Minnesota, June 6th through 8th. MLPMSP.com. All the information you need for all your MLPMSP needs.
I'm just going to title this episode MLP, MSP, KFC, BBC.
Do it.
Okay, but here was a question from a Song of the South fan, who's a regular viewer. Let's see, did you know that Gamera is getting a reboot?
Gamera?
Yeah.
You mean Gamera?
Oh, Gamera.
The
Is that how
flying
you say it?
turtle with rockets for feet? Yeah, I did not know it was getting a reboot. That's awesome. It's been a long
yeah.
time. The last Gamera movie came out like early 2000s, I think. But they were really good. Anyone who doesn't know who a Gamera is and you want an introduction to a giant turtle that flies, go watch Gamera Guardian of the Universe. It's a 1999 film. Really good. If you like giant monster movies, it's not like fucking Citizen Kane or anything. But if you're into Godzilla, if you're into Tokusatsu like Ultraman and shit, you'll dig Gamera. But I did not know that there was a new Gamera film coming out, and I'm pretty stoked for that because I like Gamera a lot.
Okay, Sabernar asks, why is Minnesota convenient?
It's convenient because it's where MLPMSP is. You should go. June 6th through 8th.
Actually, it's convenient because MSP is very cheap to fly to. Like, from like anywhere around the country.
Isn't like the venue, the airport, so you just get off the plane, you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm there.
But yeah, from anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the country, you can fly to MSP for around $300. Because I looked up Race's flight from Los Angeles, though he might be going. He's not sure yet.
If you want to have AC Race Best at MLPMSP, send him a message on his Tumblr, tumblr.com/ACRacebest, and then tell him that you want him to be at MLPMSP, conveniently located in Minnesota. Do it. MLPMSP. It'll be a convention to remember.
But yeah, Race his flight would only be $300, which is cheaper than my flight.
$300? That's it, you say? Only $300 to go to this amazing convention?
Well, you also have to pay for a hotel, which is $109 a night at the promotional price right now.
$109 a night? That's practically thievery.
That's the hotel at the where the convention is located. Though there's hotels around it that you can look at too. Okay. How or why did you drop the microphone? What? Basically, does Tommy Oliver listen to the Petri dish? Petri dish?
I don't know what that is. So I guess no.
Huh. See, if you could change any episode of MLP, what would you change and why? Also, Tom shave.
You haven't seen me clean shaven, and be happy you haven't because it's pretty horrible. What was the question? If I could change one thing about MLP, what would it be? I didn't hear the first part of the question.
If you could change any episode of MLP, what would you change and why?
I would change. I would probably change the second part of Friendship is Magic, the original, like the second episode, to make it not ridiculous. Kind of make it a better ending to the first part because the first episode was so good and the second one was such a bummer.
Hmm.
You see, I could have used that to say, change the Breezy's episode, but the Breezy's is already a lost cause. So.
Let me think. I don't know. I probably would have changed, if anything, I probably would have changed how Feely Pinky Keen ended.
That's a good one to do, too.
Yeah.
I would
Because
change
that-
it
that
so
did-
Applejack and Rarity are lesbians. Obviously.
What direction do you think season 5 and so on should take? Oh, what it should take, not what
Not
you
what
think
it will,
it,
but what I
it
would
will
like
take,
it to
but,
take. All right,
but
you go
what it
first.
should take. I think it should focus a bit more on what I'd like it to focus on is that I'd like it to focus on the CMC. Though I'd like that to be like the next series, rather than the next season. But as far as the main 6 of about what episodes of them would be about, I'm not sure.
What I want to happen, all right, is I want season 5 to be the last season that we focus on the main 6. I think we should wrap up all of the conflicts that are still overarching in season 5. Rainbow Dash should become a Wonderbolt. Rarity should get her boutique fashion thing going hardcore. Twilight should go be super mega laser princess. Applejack should just keep doing what she do. Fluttershy keep doing what she do and be happy with it. Maybe finally make out with Rainbow Dash or something. I don't know. They should all get their shit figured out. And the Cutie Mark Satyrs should get their cutie marks. Okay? So all the arcs that they've kind of had floating around are finished. So starting in the next season, we fast forward a few years. Cutie Mark Satyrs are the main characters, along with Spike, maybe with like Pip and someone else, and they're the main characters.
Pipsqueak,
and they do stuff.
Snips and Snails.
Ugh! No! You shut up. You're off the writing staff.
They're one of the kids that show up the most.
I know, they're horrible. Fine, age them up, make them not stupid, give them a few more
make them
brain
not
cells.
stupid. Yeah.
Or even better, if you could have in season 5 Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon have like a making up thing with the Cutie Mark Satyrs, and then it's them 5 and Pip, and then Spike. Yeah. Spike too. Spike should be there, and he should be
Featherweight in there.
A main character.
He's never had a line.
And they're the new characters, and they go do stuff.
Yeah.
Because honestly, they're saying how the show's got 5 more years in it. I don't think these characters have 5 more years in them. I think the world does, because there's tons of room for expansion. We can maybe have a Griffin in the main cast. I don't know, but we can't keep using these characters, and we have other characters we can leverage. So I think the CMC need to take center stage at some point if the show wants to stay fresh and stay relevant. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
You know what you reminded me of is how in the later seasons of The Simpsons, I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about in the late 90s, when they started focusing on all of the characters in the town.
Right,
But the thing is that they had interesting characters in the town. Ponyville doesn't. It has a few.
But they could make them interesting.
Yeah. We could have an episode about Zecora. We still haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we
Except
should.
Bridal Gossip. You could argue Bridal Gossip, but we don't
Zecora should be the mentor for the Cutie Mark Crusaders. She'll be the new Celestia. Because Apple Bloom already has, a thing with her. So she's the new Celestia. There. It's canon. Make it happen.
Paleo, can you tell Tom to advertise MLPMSP like Billy Mays would?
Alright guys, Tommy Oliver here, and today I have something really exciting to tell you all about. If you guys have ever been like, man, I really want to go to convention, you should go to MLPMSP. It's going to be amazing. How much would it cost to go to MLPMSP? $99? $500? $1,000? No! Order right now, and it's only $109 a night to stay to MLPMSP. It's amazing. Order now! That's really disrespectful. He's dead.
I know, he is dead. How long has he been dead? 5 years now?
I don't know.
Let's see, do you think the Deus Ex Machina moves would work if there were consequences for using such powerful moves?
If there were consequences, it really wouldn't be a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
So... Yeah,
My failsafe spell failed.
pretty much.
Dude, have you read the most recent IDW comic? What was the latest comic about?
I think the latest one to come out is the micro series with Spike and Celestia, which I have, but I have not read yet.
Oh.
So I need to get on that.
Let's see, who is drawing your new OC? And Maud is best pony. All hail Tom and Boulder, rulers of Equestria. Oh, okay.
My new OC is being drawn by myself. I'm just redesigning it. And what was the other part of the question? Or is that just it? Was that?
No, that was just saying that you, or I guess not you, but The Rock, Tom and Boulder are rulers of Equestria.
They are. They're just biding their time.
Let's see, Tom, since you had a problem with the moral and the missed opportunities in this week's episode, if you could have your way, what would the moral have been? I think you and I kind of agree on this one as far as what the moral should have been.
I mean, I think the moral that I would have liked to have seen would have been you can't be friends with everybody. I don't think the show's ever going to do that, though, because the show's called Friendship is Magic, and I think it's a bit too cynical for the show.
But haven't they done that with Griffin the Brush Off?
They made Gilda a bad guy, though. It's like, well, you can't be friends with bad guys. Maud wasn't a bad guy. So, I think that's the problem. In terms of friggin' what I think it should have been realistically, I would have gone with, probably with Maud thinking that they were friends, but just expressing herself differently. You know? That's what I would have liked to have seen, is just like, the main six feeling like, oh, she's not friends with us. And then Pinky's like, what do you mean? She is. And he's like, huh? And he's like, oh, well, she's just, and playing the whole expressing herself differently from like a moral and thematic way instead of just playing it for gags at the very end. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Thoughts on AJ no longer being a background pony? What?
It's about time. I don't know. I mean, she just what she does. What are you gonna do? I think AJ is awesome with Rarity. Come on, look before you sleep. It was great. It was hilarious. So
Notice me, senpai, to Tommy with love by Anonymous.
You are noticed.
It's anonymous though.
You are noticed for your statement, but not for your identity.
If the CMC do become the main cast, do you think there should be an episode about Rarity helping Sweetie Belle and possibly making a dress for her first concert?
Yes.
That would be great.
How's that even a question? That's a statement.
See, has MLP been including pop culture for references as well as they had in previous seasons?
It's really a matter of taste.
Yeah, I mean, some are more subtle than others.
Right.
Like, Photo Finish is a pop culture reference in herself, but she's, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would call her subtle. I think it's only the fact that people who know about what's her face,
whatever she's based on.
Yeah, the Vogue magazine.
Not Lady Gaga.
Editor. Yeah, it's not Lady Gaga.
Yeah, some Vogue editor. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on whether you find them intrusive or not. For me, I like when they're kept subtle and out of the main plot, simply because they've spent so much time making Equestria like a separate reality from ours. So when they keep dragging in references, it starts to like lose that sense of separation, which I think was very intentional from the get-go. So for me, I like when it's kept subtle. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal, unless like
Yeah.
friggin' Rainbow Dash is like, man, Batman's so cool, and I'd be like, well, I'm done. Like literally Batman. Like I just went and saw the Dark Knight yesterday. I'm like, well, I'm done with the show now. But yeah.
Okay, have you gotten any fan mail yet? The only thing so far is the things from Imperius, but he was planning on sending that anyway. Is the Dr. Pepper Hubba Bubble Gum, and though I also got something in the mail yesterday, but it wasn't from viewers of the show. It was actually the physical CD of General Mumble's Hemicrania, which he had limited like things of. Anyway, it's really cool. It's got this like plastic thing inside, and it has cardboard covering over it. It's pretty neat. It's a really good album too. You should go get it and listen to it. Let's see. Idelia asks, would you accept a time skip for season 5 and onward as opposed to a character swap? Imagine a substantial, like 5+ years one with a plot that deals with what to do with friendships when friendships drift apart or something of the sort. I just think it's really highly unlikely that Hasbro is going to abandon the main 6 because of brand recognition purposes.
I would love that. I don't think that they have the
Yeah, I don't
balls
think
to
they're
do
going
that.
to do it.
I think that'd be a really interesting thing to examine. But it just seems like too complicated of a theme to explore in the show to that degree.
Oh yeah, Yvonne Sky said, "Yours truly."
Right,
And
exactly.
It's something like that to have in the show.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Adelia is referencing as well because he loves yours truly. I mean, I would. If they switched main characters to the CMC, I think the main 6 should still be around as like to guide the new characters, quote unquote, the new protagonists, and be like kind of like still around and doing things. I think there probably should be a time skip. I would want to have the CMC and their compatriots aged up a few years. I think you would probably have to end all of the current plot lines, like I said before, at the end of the season, and then start of the next season, it would be a few years after. And then you could kind of like start fresh with new scenarios. You could use that to like leverage the lore, maybe change some things around with the world, show like refresh things a little bit, because the show's world building has remained relatively static. The only really big thing that's happened in terms of world building is like Twilight's a Princess, and they haven't really leveraged that in any long-standing fashion. So I don't know. I think freshening it up a little bit would be something that would help its longevity.
Oh.
Am I boring you?
What? Oh no.
You want to end the stream? Like, jeez.
Ah! A herd of bronies asks, too many times fans have rejected the idea of introducing the humans to Equestria, and their main reason is that they're automatically thinking that they are humans from our society. If the humans introduced took on a whole different style, as in being a lot more like the humans in fantasy novels, like a medieval fantasy, would you think they'd have more positive reception from fans? No, and I think it's because they weren't introduced from the beginning. If they were in the show from the beginning, then yeah, it would have worked, but now that we're 4 seasons in, I don't think so.
My response to that is that if you want to introduce humans and you're not going to have them be a reflection of our society, why bother using humans for that role to begin with? Especially when it's so breaking of the lore already established. There's no reason you couldn't use a fantasy race, like, griffins could be militaristic and fantasy based. We've never seen any of their cultures. Minotaurs could be used in that fashion. If you want to represent that trope, there's no reason to bring humans into it. The only reason to bring humans into it would be to bring our culture into it, and I think it just is incongruent with the show's platitudes and just stylization. So I just don't see it being integrated in any meaningful fashion, personally.
Yeah, like the only reason that Megan existed in the original My Little Pony is for girls to place themselves in the story.
Right.
Yeah.
She was just an avatar. Little girls didn't notice it, but their brain did.
Tommy, have you tried the chalupas from Taco Bell?
Yes, they're very good. I've tried pretty much everything for them. Oh, I did finally try Cantina Bell,
Oh yeah?
which took me forever, but I finally had a Cantina Bell burrito, and it was very underwhelming.
Mm.
I don't recommend it because it's $5.
Yeah, I know. I had one of their quesadillas. It was like, what? $5 for
It
this?
tasted like really bad Chipotles, which is pretty much what I was expecting, but it didn't make it any less disappointing. I'm like, man, I could have had 4 Doritos Locos Tacos, but instead I have this, and it made me very sad. So, stick with the cheap stuff. The rule of thumb, if it's over $3, you don't buy it. Taco Bell's better when it's shitty.
And cheap.
Exactly.
Which is why I like getting the grillers at 2 to 5
Yeah,
p.m.
you go get the grillers, dude. The beefy crunch. But I get it with beans, so I call it the beanie crunch. It's really good. 99 cents. And then you get your medium drink for 99 cents. Or if you're like me, when it's not happier hour, you just go up and you buy a bunch of stuff. You're like, yo, can I get a cup for water? And they give you a cup for water, just fill it up with Baja. You're just like,
Yeah.
like, fight me, bro. And they don't stop you because they don't care.
Yeah, actually one night I went I was driving home and I went to Taco Bell, but it was past 5 a.m. It was way past. It was like 10 o'clock. And I got a couple of grillers. They only charged me $1 for each griller. And I'm like, wait.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, have you ever watched or / liked any other hub shows like She's Out or LPS?
Dan versus.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dan versus, but I've also watched LPS. I watch that with Hirasashi every time it comes on, but
Little's Pet Shop has its moments for me, but I'm just not invested in the world building as I am.
yeah, it has its moments, but it has its ridiculous moments sometimes, which is why I like watching it, because it gets so ridiculous sometimes, and especially with the dad,
Mitt Romney.
Blythe's dad, yeah, Mitt Romney, the pilot. There was actually a moment recently where they went to Rio, and for this, what's the festival that's called in Rio?
I don't know.
It's this big parade thing.
We're really
Anyway.
uneducated.
Yeah, man, they say it in Rio too.
Mardi Gras?
The movie. No.
That's what Idelia said. I'm just reading the chat.
That's New Orleans. Oh yeah, Carnival. That's
How'd you
that's what
forget
it is.
Carnival? It's just
Oh.
Carnival with an E.
No, I mean that's how they pronounce it.
I know, I'm saying.
Anyway, yeah, they went down there for that, and they turned Blythe's dad's plane into a float, and they were trying to make time to get to the parade, and they were fighting traffic. So what he did, instead of waiting through traffic, he was like, forget this, and he took off in the plane in the middle of a street, and then landed in the middle of the parade with all these stands everywhere too. And I was just saying, there would be so many deaths caused from that. Jeez.
I'm still not over the fucking holographic projector from the second episode.
Yeah.
Sure smokes some shit. Some pretty potent shit. Anyways, what else you got?
Let's see. Are you guys going to LPS MSP? What?
LPSMSP, the new convention that's taking place in your imagination. Come to MLPMSP and you can set up a little booth where LPSMSP is taking place, located in convenient Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the parking lot with 3 people. But that's okay.
Let's see. Sweetie Belle or Taco Bell?
Shit,
Heh.
that's difficult. How about Sweetie Belle aged up working at Taco Bell giving you tacos?
Yes, because the next thing that was asked was Sweetie Belle's cutie mark as a taco. Thoughts?
Agree.
Okay, Paleo, I know you don't make MLP reviews anymore. Well, that's what you think.
Wow.
Not, well, I'm gonna start doing things again in May. Anyway,
Ho ho,
But-
spoiler alert. Go.
yeah, but if someone whom you knew asked to do a collab, would you do it? Well, I've sort of already did a thing with Tom, so I guess yes. By the way,
He's a sucker for the spotlight. He'll do anything if it gets some page views.
I was going to ask you again later in May too for a thing.
Okay. Whatever the thing is, okay.
Tom, how many times in total have you advertised MLP MSP tonight?
I don't know, I'm not keeping track. Not enough, though. We can always use one more. Come down to convenient Minneapolis, Minnesota, and come join us at MLPMSP, the greatest convention you've ever been to in your entire life. Why? Because I said so. Draft, give me money.
He did?
No.
Oh.
I'm telling him to give me
I was
money.
going to say, if he did, he better give me money. And it is 10 p.m. I think we're going to close the show now.
Oh,
It's very... Man, without Saber, we're just...
you know what? Not all of us have brain damage like Saber Spark. You can't fake that.
I know.
So, do we have one more question to close it out? We're just going to close it out.
Well, the last question I looked at was, Tom, what's MLP MSP?
It's a convention.
And Tom, can you advertise MLP MSP in the ShamWow guy style?
Honestly, I don't even remember what the ShamWow guy did.
Oh, he was like this, had this like New York accent or something. Remember?
I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I stopped watching TV when the ShamWow guy was around, so I never really saw the ad. I just know it's a thing that exists.
Oh, well, here's a good question to leave out on, since it's somewhat interesting. If you imagine the ponies become the Transformers, what vehicles would the main 6 be?
Okay. I don't really know cars very well, so
Yeah, I don't either. Shit.
we're gonna have
Need
to.
to bring Denotive in here.
Big Mac would be a fucking like 18
No,
wheeler.
main 6.
I'm just thinking things that I can think of. All right.
Okay.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders would be go karts.
I'd say I'd think Applejack would be a Jeep.
Applejack would either be a Jeep or like a really like worn in, beat up, reliable pickup truck.
Yeah. Like a Dodge Ram.
Yeah, something like that. What's a really flashy car? Already be like a Lamborghini or some shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, somebody said Rainbow Dash is a Mustang. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, agreed. Fluttershy would be like a fucking Prius.
Yes, you would.
Alicorn Twilight would be like an Enzo Ferrari or some like ridiculous shit. There are only like 5 of them in existence because she's fucking Alicorn powers. Pinkie Pie would be, I don't know, what's a ridiculous car?
Somebody just said a clown car. No, she'd be like a Scion.
She'd be like that box car or some shit.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
one of
know.
those custom Scions that's just ridiculous. It'd be pink and it'd have like all stickers over it.
Yeah. Did we miss anybody?
No, that's all of them.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's what they would be to people who know nothing about cars.
So let's close the show.
Alright guys, thanks for coming and watching Brony Breakdown. I'm Tommy Oliver.
And I'm Paleo Steno.
And make sure you go to MLPMSP. Okay, bye. Goodbye.